Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Leo August 2, 2022. You can begin the day in a playful mood, but the need to take care of business becomes stronger as the day advances. With Saturn in your solar 11th house, you may have a stronger need to have meaningful friendships and connections with others. You will likely find the most satisfaction when you take personal responsibility for people who need your assistance. You show your concern in practical, helpful ways. You're working on building lasting, respectful friendships, and in the process, you may be giving up some connections that no longer serve your purpose well. Today, these areas can be frustrating if you take on a short-sighted perspective. Self-consciousness may interfere a little with the overall happiness of your day. While remembering your obligations and knowing your limitations can be helpful and practical, harping on them won't do you any good. Enthusiasm can be hard to find in others, and your own could weaken as a result. Lending an ear without expecting to arrive at a concrete solution to problems may be your best bet today. Aim to stay flexible and lighthearted to avoid letting small things get to you. Mercury is racing along like a hurricane this entire week. Today and tomorrow, he is heading toward yet another battle, this time with an icy Saturn. With our cosmic messenger planet of the mind and communication sizzling like a bonfire in your solar 5th house of true love, romance, and passion, he'll feel his fire dim beneath the gaze of a cold and cruel Saturn located in your solar 11th house of friendships, communities, and groups. This means that there could be extremely bad news and discussions around love and friendship, perhaps even the fact that your partner and pals hate each other. It might be a somewhat lazy workday as the moon stations void of course until the mid-afternoon. It is not like you to feel a lack of ambition or drive to make the most of your day. But taking it somewhat easy can be a perfect way to bring an end to your workweek. Later, the moon will leave its slumped state by entering meticulous Virgo. Expect to catch a second wind once Luna inspires a hyper-awareness of what you need to check off your to-do list before enjoying your weekend. Lately, you may have felt your sense of professional ambition get even stronger. Perhaps, today, all your brilliant plans and ideas could turn into something great. You may get the go-ahead on a project that has your personal style written all over it. This could be a banner day for you. Take advantage of it. Your optimistic and positive charisma are magnetic. A friend or family member may need your help fairly soon, so don't hesitate to offer them assistance, since you have the necessary resources. It will definitely make you feel good to help others, knowing that they will remember you for it. You're feeling sassy, so why not spread it around a little? Tell someone how you feel, especially if they don't see it coming. Change is good, right? Full of positive energy, it seems your efforts have paid off. Be sure you don't get too carried away, just because others find it difficult to refuse you. Try to remain modest. In spite of the attention and flattery you receive, other people also like to have some attention paid to them. Give recognition where it's due. You could be feeling a little thin-skinned today. Your sensitivity to other people's moods and energy might be heightened. Sometimes when this happens, you let it get to you. It can be easy to become annoyed or overwhelmed when your radar is out too far. Try to keep centered and detached so that you can have a positive and productive day. You might want to meditate or go for a long walk. Organized and pragmatic, you tend to refuse any opportunity to dream. You are currently trying to wrap up some big files and are neglecting your friends and family. You hate having to use your imagination and only savor moments that you entirely master. This should evolve rapidly, and the current vibrations will be strongly encouraging this. In terms of health, you should change the way you eat and get a little bit more exercise. What makes the moon's final hours in your income sector and its friendly aspect to planets on the job front today auspicious is that it comes just as the stars are already aligned on the career front. This caps off a positive few days across the income, work and career fronts while leaving you with a smart head for money just 2 days before Mercury's return to your income sector will begin the first planetary activity on the income front for the year and its most potentially lucrative months. What a difference a few days can make. Just 2 days after leaving Leo, where it spent its final hours clashed with Saturn in your relationship sector, and after Mercury did the same yesterday, the Moon returns to your communication sector. As well as supporting the planet of communication in his final days in Leo, the Moon's friendly aspect to Saturn can support both a turnaround and the communication lines. Our eyes in the sky. There is big Leo energy around you, with both the Sun and Mercury surrounding you with love and light, but the big planetary news today is relationship-focused, balance-seeking asteroid Juno heading retrograde in procrastinator Pisces. Any interpersonal struggles that you've tried to cover up float to the surface now, and you'll have a hard time ignoring them under this self-reflective retro motion. Some good questions to ask yourself during this retrograde cycle will be why you're in the relationships you're in, and if the partnerships in your life have an equal sense of give and take. You might not have any huge epiphanies or aha moments now, but putting yourself on the track toward figuring out which relationships work and which ones need more effort is a big step forward for you while Juno spins backward. Passions are high, and we might be moved to fight for others' rights, knowing that is the just thing to campaign for all to be able to exercise their freedom of expression. Who knew that our pain could be best exorcised by taking the focus, and therefore, the weight of expectation, off of ourselves, and witnessing self-doubt through another's eyes? Under this influence, we can assist others with their problems, healing our own fear of incompetence in the process. Close friends benefit from our guidance and trust our judgment, as it is clear we have lived through similar situations and can provide sound advice for dealing with their dilemmas. In the morning, the Leo moon squares off with Jupiter in Aries, stimulating self-indulgence. As the moon transits Leo, we crave safety and comfort, and we might believe that we can sate our appetite for security by feeding our cravings, Jupiter style. For this reason, be conscious of how coping mechanisms can become unhealthy. We might go overboard trying to protect or nurture those who have not requested our help. Avoid eating or drinking to excess. This transit will pass quickly, and we probably won't suffer too many ill effects. However, we should be conscious of how we perceive voids and the ways we seek to fill them. We might long to be around loved ones, those with whom we are safe expressing our emotions. We can easily pour our devotional feelings into our pets, home environments, creative projects, or even our work. However, it is more likely that this aspect will manifest in a desire to socialize. Although we incline to give love at this time, be mindful that you are worthy of receiving it too, even if you haven't done anything to earn it. Your interests are still varied, but you see the value in more practical viewpoints. The only person who might be judgmental about your life is you. Give yourself a hug and try to embrace your unique qualities. Understand that you're an amazing person who relishes originality. The flip side to this transit is that emotions may be erratic and temperamental. Take a step back from a situation if you feel that it's ready to combust. Take a momentary pause in an argument or with your inner frustrations to help calm you down. This will also allow you to think from a rational and clear-headed perspective, which can be hard to do when emotions accelerate and reach fever pitch.